Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy. Just like that.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Kneaded to a silken roughness, like eating a cloud.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship. Won't crack.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire.
Gazelle dreams.
Men of the wrong.
I need a drink.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason.
Good day, my lord. Fare you well.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your home.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not long ago.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you?
Can I help?
Yes, I'm a long-standing pillar of your...
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank you. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. accomplished.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Lights and butts!
Light, meat, and dark. Fresh from the... Yes, they're quite... My carpet.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Oh, sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. I want you to put an end to the trouble. Return to me when you have done so.
What trouble?
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damsel...
What did you...
My apologies. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3.
Ha! It will be... Let us divide our forces, Clive.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dun.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you.
Excuse me.
You've heard?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that us common folk have hardly had a shard to... And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either.
Do you have a
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need the men on the rock throw their money about.
Is that so?
Clumsy lout. If anything's damaged...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
You wouldn't believe how much you get. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the...
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you?
Thank you. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands.
One of the many treasures in...
All right, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain what...
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course, but my uncharacteristic indiscretion. They took me aside and said they could procure...
So the pearl...
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that. A small price to pay. But enough about my...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for...
I'll wager you...
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble, Lubo.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be... It just goes to show, one should never I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Come on. Farewell.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Titan!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
I'm just getting warmed up!
Fine hound.
How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the...
Greybeard, you were Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, tell them that...
Umialos delan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps
I wouldn't put it...
Oh, sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luba's
Soon to be former apprentice if I don't People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that I don't suppose...
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be...
So?
Good question. And then there's this little riddle to keep in...
The way I see it, there's only one way, but we need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dallin. There's the butcher. Of course, they're bound to have an opinion or two. All right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope there's some...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
My carpets have bright.
It would make a fine gift.
Welcome, sir.
A question, if you'd... I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knife, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
That depends on the...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The waters. I've no doubt that my woes, but I can't go and investigate. I'm bound to these baths in more ways.
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. These baths are all my life.
Wait inside. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast.
Thank you.
All business, eh? Man after my...
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that... Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me... Drake's Fang is currently... Salmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army...
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has... I fear there may be more trouble. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one... I've lost one Sid already.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open now, we can...
That's better.
What the hell are those things?
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
explains the heat. It's over. Nice try. Let's cool things down a bit.
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Plates and pots!
There he is.
Bowls and basin!
I was hoping we'd be... The baths grow more bearable by the moment.
I'm glad to hear.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flesh. But I burdened you with my worries. Right. It's...
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
It would make
The finest fabrics! Fresh from
So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs too heavy and...
So we're no better off than... Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his... That can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge. I bet she'd...
You wish to talk? I'm off. You and I? What? Alas. Still? Ours is a blessed corner. At least they did. So. How very fitting. Of course, there's simply... Don't be a stranger. Ready, go? Run like the wind. Be safe.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation. Never that adamantite ore is unique to Ash.
And it's
unique to... Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, well, folk first settled Dalamil to hand.
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know...
It's hardly my speciality, but...
Looks like I've got some Clive.
The limestone? Besides, I want to know.
You'll have no trouble finding lime...
Then I suppose...
Right you are. So, do you crush it up?
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest...
The most fragrant herbs...
Needed to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Sweet incense.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
That's better. One rock looks a lot like another, but hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Finally, we'll be able to get one.
Silver platters.
Fresh bread.
The juiciest meat from Green's. It would make a fine.
I wasn't sure, but I hope this...
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite... Now, time to see... A knife forged from the...
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue. And
I'm sorry, forged my...
let's take a look. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife? What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll It looks like someone paid a visit. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but...
And I was so...
I don't know who you found to teach you that. Next question. How much do you think I...
Well, if it took you even... I would say...
And who... The Dalamiller's home to humble trade. Rule number 1 in any...
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... just about... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll...
I will. What would you do if you were asked?
I'd do what I always... If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, and for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an
There goes a mark.
It looks like congratulations are...
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle. The spirit of Dalamil had meaning.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
And when I do, I'll craft you...
Clive? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself.